My name is Sarah Tomat. I'm an assistant professor of criminology and criminal justice at the University of Maryland. My research focuses on the causal effects of correctional policies on inmate outcomes, both during their time in prison and also after release. I first became interested in studying prison education programs while I was in graduate school. I was on the faculty of the Prison University Project at San Quentin State Prison for 4 years, and I saw firsthand the really transformative power of education, and it got me thinking, like, what are we doing for people who are incarcerated to sort of help them change and help them sort of improve their prospects for when they get out. It's really hard to sort of suss out what are the true effects of these programs versus the effects of a lot of the men that I met in San Quentin had sort of already made a decision to change their lives. Part of the problem is that there's not a lot of funding for education programs, and in fact, education programs are, especially post-secondary education programs, are not that common in prison until 2015, when President Obama introduced a program called the Second Chance Pell Pilot Program, which would reinstate Pell Grants for prison inmates in participating sort of pilot institutions around the country. My co-principal investigator and I, his name is Jordan Hyatt from Drexel University, we partnered with the Pennsylvania Department of Corrections to really study the effect of offering Pell Grants to prison inmates under the Second Chance Pell Pilot Program. And we received funding from the Laura and John Arnold Foundation to do that and to sort of do what is the first randomized control trial of prison education. It will be interesting to find out whether or not post-secondary education affects outcomes like recidivism and post-release employment. But even if it doesn't, there are still reasons, really important and humanitarian reasons, to offer sort of educational programming in prison. There's a sort of very intermingled system of social failures, right, that builds the prison population. But importantly, we have to think about what do we hope to achieve after incarceration for these people.